Hello everyone and welcome to a new ATFX video. My name is Gonzalo Cañete and I'm here one more time to give you the last fresh update on financial markets, in this occasion particularly on Apple and the coming earning results to be published this week. I want to show you the last update in terms of numbers, expectations in terms of revenue, the projection of the last business ideas, and also what is the source of the income of this company based on the last numbers we have. We are going to study the Q4 2025 fiscal year presentation, and at the end, as usual, I'm gonna also share with you a technical analysis to project the price and to see what could be the next movements in terms of technical analysis. But before we go into those details, please give me a thumb up, subscribe the channel if you are not, and click on the bell if you want to receive notifications anytime we update new market updates. Let's go to the presentation as usual. I want to follow the presentation I have done for you, and we're gonna start with the performance of the company and the numbers that we have seen in the previous Q3 2025. We have seen 94 billions in terms of revenue, which it was 9.6% up year over year compared with the previous period, with the previous year. For the last year, 9.6% of increase on the revenue, 94 billion. You will see the expectation now is about 100 billions for the end of 2025. EPS $1.57 per share. We also got 47.4% in iPhone shares. Again, the main source of income of Apple is the sales of iPhone and the smartphone, which is they reached 44.6 billions of revenue, which it was 13.5% up year over year. 70% service margin. This is a new business niche or new business generation, which is the services they implement. I'm gonna give you a few details later, but mainly, for example, Apple Pay and the expansion of this way of payment in retail business in United States. Q4 expectations. Revenue forecast is 101.2 billion, which will be 6.6% up year over year. iPhone sells approximately 49.8 billion, so really close to 50 billions on revenue on the sales of iPhone. That will be 7.6% growth compared with the previous year. Services will be around 28 billions of income, sustained 13%. And China, this is another topic, important topic. China, with the sales of iPhone were dropping for the last year. Now it's back, it's 16.2 billions, 80% up. Again, it's good news for Apple. If you have been following the news on the company the last few days, it was good results in terms of sales in China. Earnings per share is between 1.68 to 1.76 EPS. Full year expectation EPS is 7.28 to $7.38 per share. And the last aspect, the four angles of this company in terms of business. We got Apple Intelligence, which is the new upgrade of the iOS, which is 18.1, the version of the iOS, the last version of the iOS, 18.1. And we also have the Siri UI and launched in October 2025, Yemoji and iMatch Playground in December 2025. Full Siri 2.0 with personal context, which is going to be artificial intelligence implemented also on these versions, April 2026. Remember, in the past, we have seen some legal problems and issues in China with the integration of AI on the smartphones from Apple smartphones. We also have iPhone 16 momentum, early sell-through 14% up versus the iPhone 16. So again, good news because the sales this year was really good. Base model sells 31% overall, nearly double in China. Upgrade to IA19 chip, microchip, brighter AMOLED, and same price, $799 is the price of the new iPhone 17. And again, increasing the sales in China and increasing the sales overall. Service expansion 13.3% year to year, growth sustained. Apple Pay accepted at 90% of US retailers with 624 global users, 624 million of global users on Apple Pay. New wallet features including the US passport support coming in 2025. ID, digital ID, and all the stuff is integrating on Apple Pay. As you can see, the governmental policies and technocracy is integrating in these big tech companies. Vision Pro and AR, Vision Pro 9 M5 launched with M5 chips, which is 128 displays and approximately $3,500 per device, and also artificial intelligence smart glasses, no display, camera, audio assistant, targeting late between 2026 to 2027. This is the last projects, the last expectation we have in the company in terms of business. Now, going to the chart, which is the main point that most of you are expecting to see, we can see that definitely is a bullish pattern what we have in the charts. We can see also is in a new top record, the price of the company in $268 per share at the moment, and I just target what we could expect in terms of projection. If the price is making more or less the same range of price done in the previous period and during the 2023 and 2024, we could expect $275 per share, which is really close to those numbers. I will say that in terms of the earning results impact, either is a breakout of 275, or either we can see for whatever reason, if the earnings are not in line with the expectation, we could see a drop through those levels. So again, one more time, in this case, similar to the last review we did on Google last week, I will say we should keep on hold our horses at the moment to see what's going on after the earning presentation. If it's a breakout over 275, happy days. We can start to get ready to include this on our portfolio. Otherwise, I will say 235 and particularly $200 per share will be a really attractive entry if we see any retracements on the price. In short term, I want to also share with you the projections, which is right here. And again, it's super bullish in short term, as you can see here. And I believe that 275, even $280 per share is really easy, considering the trajectory of the price at the moment on the charts. But I will also be very cautious because reaching those levels, probably the chances of a correction are really high. And that's why I believe still keep on hold and observe closely in the coming days after earning results. Probably we will see movements here, breaking up of $275. Happy days, long on that levels. In case of turning the price, we could get ready to increase the position on 235 or $200 per share. Remember, this is not advice of any kind. This is just my simple opinion on this stock. And if you like it, give me a thumb up and subscribe to our channel. Bye bye.